Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I am Mr. Gaming Guitarist, and WrestleMania 41 Night 2 just ended, and wow, John Cena actually did it. He broke the record that he has tied with Ric Flair for most championships, and now he has won his 17th title. And, at first going into this match, because, John Cena's the heel, I kind of expected that he would win, but I just didn't know how I would feel because at first I was pissed because you always want to see the hero beat the bad guy. Sometimes, like in this case, I was curious to see, like, I seriously could have seen this going either way, but I was starting to root for Cody a little bit more. But then I realized towards the end, once John Cena actually won the championship, and so many people were actually cheering, and you could see him when he put the belt on as he was walking away, and they displayed number 17 there, and the entire crowd, as the kids these days, was giving him his flowers. I thought, you know what? I think at this moment that I just felt like everyone was just breaking character from the story, and they were just cheering John Cena the man, just appreciating him for the almost 25 years of wrestling that he has provided us. I think that's what the cheers were at the end once he started walking away, because I feel like I understand that even though the fans know he's a heel, I still feel like they still paid their respect towards him at the end. I thought, okay, that's a nice moment for John Cena to have. But Candice, what are your thoughts on John Cena breaking the record for most championship wins of all time?
Honestly, like, yeah, him saying, like, screw you to the fans. I'm not a fan of, obviously, because I am a fan. But I don't know. I'm glad I think he deserved it. Even if he was a heel, I think he deserved that 17 time. Like, I grew up, my brother's a wrestling fan. And I grew up with him having a shirt that said, "You can't see me." And it was camouflage. And that was one of the first things I did when he won, is I texted my brother and let him know that Cena won. Because he actually wanted Cena to turn heel again. Because he said he was boring when he was a baby. So he's like, I want him to, a baby face. He's like, I want him to be heel. I think he's more interesting that way.
I get that. It's definitely a refresh for the character where all of a sudden it would have been so easy for him to just be a face, to just continue doing the full greatest hits. And now, oh shit, something huge is happening. Cody just walked away, wouldn't even give Kathy Kelly an interview. Wow, he is upset that he lost. Holy crap. That's the post show happening right now.
In front of his kid, too.
Right. His daughter. Oh, yeah, and his daughter was there, too. Damn.
And honestly, I know you said you wanted Cody to just use the belt and say, like,
right, right.
I feel like he didn't want to do that, at least partially because his daughter was watching.
Yeah.
I feel like he wanted to be the good example.
That, I get that.
I have to respect him for that. Like,
I think in this case,
it would have cheapened the win.
I see. I feel like he should have had a little bit of, like, Punisher Frank Castle energy. Yeah. It just hitting him with the belt just a little bit, but I get that. I get that. Cody wants to remain a pure baby face, but
yeah, I think it would have cheapened his win.
Oh, look at that. Most world titles. There we go. Yep. It says it right there.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Man, yeah. See, Randy Orton's at 14. Wow, okay. But, Mo, what are your thoughts on John Cena having the most world titles of all time?
Man, that's amazing. I mean, we finally got somebody now that, even, Ric Flair is good enough, but we finally got something in the new generation or new age now that actually won those titles, that actually beat Ric Flair. So
yeah,
that's actually, a good thing. That's really good. It happened that way, but I would really like you guys were saying, it really was unexpected.
Right.
Like, I was expecting Cody to win. He was gonna beat his butt, and just go out there and just win it. But but John Cena is great too. I love him. But it is good for a change that he is heel.
Yeah.
And it was nice seeing that from that match today, even though he was trying to hide it or whatever it was. But he did a great job.
You could
that
kind
entrance, that entrance at the
Yeah.
end. Yeah, he was kind of
like when he was exiting, you could, he's kind of smiling a
but
bit.
He's trying to control himself.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to break character,
yeah.
but he's kind of having a hard time holding that back.
Yeah, he's holding that back, so he's like, man, I feel good, but then I gotta keep myself in control.
Man, all I gotta say is Monday Night Raw tomorrow, like as the kids these days would say, is about to be fucking lit.
Yeah, it's gonna be freaking crazy.
Yeah, so now, Mo, can you hold the camera
I got
you got this way? Because
Yeah,
the mic is here. Or I'll just hand it to you this way.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. Okay. So, now I want to talk a little bit about the other matches. First of all, I guess we could go in backwards order. So what did you think of the whole Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus the... Matt, are you able to see the both of us in the frame?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I got you in the frame.
Okay, so you can see both of our faces in the shot. Okay, good. What did you think of that? So Liv and Raquel, and it was going to be Lyra and Bayley, but Bayley got injured, so we had to figure out who is her replacement gonna be. And man, I got like Mo was here to see it, but I got fucking hyped as hell because the man herself, Becky fucking Lynch, finally came back. It was your first time watching Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
What did you think of that whole match, Candace?
I think it was pretty good. I think Becky was a little bit underused. She did serve her purpose,
Yeah.
but I wish we had seen
Just the surprise that she's actually back.
Yeah. And then, man, I'm so glad that Liv and Raquel did not win just because they were fighting so dirty.
I know. See,
I
I think that's your first time actually watching how they operate as a tag team. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they are heels.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Man, I'm so disappointed because I actually missed those matches. It's
like
man.
Mo only arrived here just for the
Just
Cena
in time.
and Cody
Yeah,
match.
just in time. If not, I would have missed it too. So it's like,
And that one was a good one, the women.
Yeah, that was the match that started it off. I don't know if you can really point the
I
camera
can
too much to the copyright claims, but it was the match between Io Sky and Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. And I really liked it because I loved how Io Sky proved I refuse to be ignored anymore because, Bianca and Rhea were only making it about them. They kept trying to shove Io under the rug.
And Io's the champion.
Exactly.
She's the one defending her title.
Yeah.
That's what she did.
Exactly, yeah. So, how would you feel about this match? This triple threat match?
That one was fantastic. I was worried about Io for a second.
Yeah.
I thought Rhea Ripley was gonna get it.
Yeah.
I don't know how Rhea Ripley fights with those gauges in her ears. I was afraid someone was gonna yank on them, even by accident.
Yeah, I've never seen anybody do that. Oh, that's what those earrings are called? They're called gauges?
Yeah, like normally you would have the actual ring in there to keep the shape, but you can take them out.
Oh, I see.
Is it like really painful? Because I feel like it's painful.
From what I have heard, you have to start small. Like you get a piercing that's just a little bit bigger than your regular piercing.
Oh.
If you've ever seen a hoop that's a little bit thicker than your average hoop earring, it's probably they're starting the gauges, and it's painful. It's also smelly. Apparently, your ears smell really bad when you're stretching them. And it's a very gradual process. To get them real big, you have to be doing it for years.
I see.
That's off topic.
I see.
Sorry.
Oh no, that's fine. But hey,
what about your aunt? What is her thoughts on this?
Oh yes. Can you see her?
Yeah, I can see her.
Hey. What did you think about John Cena winning? Are you upset that John Cena won? Yeah. If John Cena, you're so mad at what happened, you don't even want to talk about it on the video.
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, that was some static electricity I just felt.
Wait, for real?
I felt a static shock.
That's weird, for real?
Oh wow, we're still going.
Oh shoot! Heck
Oh
yeah.
man, that's a great case.
Heck yeah!
All right, so
that's good.
The
I'm
other
gonna reverse the
match that
camera,
we
y'all. Sorry.
Was I'm trying to remember who. Oh, the fucking street fight between your boy Drew McIntyre.
Yes, he won.
Yeah, she loves Drew McIntyre because she has Scottish heritage.
Yes.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, but Drew McIntyre is a really big heel, but I felt like Drew McIntyre, however, was just screwed so many times over and over again that I felt like it was nice to finally see him get a win this time.
Listen, you may not know this because you haven't seen the whole series yet. This
What
is a
is-
villain.
who
That's
is
on my
that?
shirt. This is Adam from Has Been Hotel.
Oh, okay.
He's
I
the
was
villain.
wondering. I
He's the
see.
villain. And I'm wearing his shirt. And my favorite character from the series is also a villain. I
Yes.
do not care if they are a heel or not. That does not factor into me liking them.
I see.
I do not like Cena anymore, because he's obnoxious. Of course, Logan Paul's obnoxious. I'll be honest, I like him because I think he's interesting to watch.
Yeah.
And also YouTube, I don't pay attention.
I'll just
to
say
his videos,
Logan
so.
Paul does a good job at playing the role of the douchebag.
He's fun to watch. He's
You know what?
creative.
He
That
acts.
time on, I think it was Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
When he fell onto the commentator's chair and he was
Oh
standing
yeah,
up,
then
so
he
was
used,
still
and then
looking,
he still, yeah,
that was clever. I
right.
was like,
Yeah, I'll
dang.
give him that one.
So I'll be honest,
Yeah.
I like
I
him
get that.
because fun to watch.
He's like a little shit bully that was acting like a troll when he was a child on the internet, and he still kept that persona and turned it
He
into a
leaned
wrestling
into
character.
it. He
Yeah.
made it
And he was filming a fucking selfie in the middle of the damn match.
What? For real?
Yeah, I'm not even
He
joking.
was live streaming.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah, it was just, oh god, it was so
His
irritating.
entrance was filmed from his phone.
Yeah,
Wow.
Like,
yeah.
him
He
holding
puts
it
his
out,
whole
that's-
internet stardom into it. It was, oh god.
Dang, that is
that's-
insane.
Oh god, that guy. Oh god, what a douche.
I can't show it too much, y'all, but I just slipped
I know,
over.
I know.
I just slipped over for.
But and the other match that happened, and I will say Damian Priest did a very good job in that fight, but I felt like Drew McIntyre really needed that win. But also the next up one was trying to remember, what was the next match?
Dominic Mysterio.
Oh fuck! It was another. It was a fatal four-way match between Penta and Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio, and Braun Breaker. And man, I truly thought Braun Breaker had that match until fucking that fucking weasel little bitch just snuck his way in there. And the thing I love is this: how much the Judgment Day sucks. Like, you just don't care.
He double-crossed his
He did,
teammate.
yeah, it's like Finn
Dang.
and Dom, they're on the same team. But it is, to be fair, it is a singles fight. Only one can win. But the way that they both did each other dirty, it's like, yeah.
There are no friends.
They are all, Liv.
I mean, but Mysterio is usually that type of character. You know
right.
what I mean? So it's like,
Dominic.
yeah, Dominic. Yeah.
Doesn't mean I have to like it.
Exactly, but also I almost forgot to mention this because Lyra Valkyria was in there and they beat Liv and Raquel.
Yeah, which is good.
The good thing is Lyra is now officially has 2 championships at the same time. She's the Women's Intercontinental Champion, and she is also a Women's Tag Team Champion now.
dang.
Two
Yeah,
at the same time.
Yeah, she had 2 belts.
I've been really impressed with Lyra Valkyria because she just went into the draft from NXT over to WWE. She's only been here less than 12 months.
Very Arthur Two-Sheds Jackson of her. I don't know if you've seen
I don't get the
it's,
reference.
It's a comedy reference.
Yeah.
But I think they the commentators referenced
Yeah.
it. But I just gotta say, Liv Morgan, I realized that she was married to Dominic Mysterio.
Oh no, not well.
They're a thing. aren't they?
Not
Well,
in real life, but on the wrestling as their characters, yes.
Well, even their characters, she's too pretty for him. She may be obnoxious, but at least she's pretty. He does not. He's obnoxious and he's not pretty. So.
Yeah, I mean,
That's how it's done.
got a
Well,
point.
I think Dominic is married in real life, and I think Liv has a boyfriend or something. I don't know exactly how it works, but all I know is they write those romances into the story.
I would like her better if she left
Oh.
him and went with Drew McIntyre.
Oh,
Oh,
interesting.
you know,
Making things up.
I don't
WWE
really know if that would happen because I think Drew is 39, 40, 41, I believe.
She's not a child.
I know.
She's
It's just.
an
I'm just
adult.
thinking. I don't know if Liv would like him because she might think he's too old or something.
I like. I mean, not in that
I don't know if I mentioned this already, but the reason why she lives true is because Kandance has the Scottish heritage. You said what was it, the 18th great grandfather?
Robert the Bruce.
That's your it's called 18th great grandfather. Yes, he was a king of Scotland. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Roman Reigns has his bloodline, but she actually has a bloodline.
That's pretty cool, though, for real.
That's why I liked. First time I saw Drew McIntyre and he had that Scottish accent and they had those bagpipes playing with his entrance, I was like, that's my favorite.
And I'll be honest, because I was rooting against John Cena, but it was nice overall to see him, beat the record. But I will say, and I will always say, I was there. We were all here together. April 20th, 2025, WrestleMania 41, Las Vegas, Legion Stadium, when we all saw live John Cena beat the record. That was a pretty cool moment to witness with my friends here. But, also, I gotta be honest, this might be a hot take. I think I enjoyed the main event with Roman versus Seth versus Punk a bit better.
Okay, so I hate to interrupt you, but I have a question for you guys. Make sure in the comment in the video, let us know what you thought about the ending of the match at the end of this the second WrestleMania. Yeah. Because I feel like it's not over.
Hang on, let me.
It's not over because the way, Cody Rhodes, the way his character is nice person, right?
Yeah.
But Cody Rhodes knows that John Cena was a heel.
Yeah.
He had that opportunity when John Cena came in and he had the thing. He was ready to beat him. He stopped him. Why didn't he just that just don't make sense to me? Why didn't he just hit him and be done with it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, because I think he hesitates because they don't want to say, "Oh, you did a dirty trick to beat John Cena." I don't know, but I feel like it would have been earned at that point because John has been talking so much shit and beat him up really bad at elimination. I felt like if Cody truly wanted to have his revenge, but I guess he wanted to remain a true babyface in that moment.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling it's not over.
Well, I feel like I'm really curious to see what John Cena's gonna be like
on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah,
That's what I want to know. Yeah, because even if it's true, let's just say he is stayed in his character and John Cena is truly heel. Now, what complications come with that? Now Cody probably wants to beat him again.
Right, but I feel like he won't be immediately up for line for a rematch. I think John's gonna fight some other wrestlers first. I'm really curious to see CM Punk fight John Cena because they have a long history.
Great.
Another match between the two of them would be cool. Or even maybe Randy Orton versus John Cena because they have a history too. Because it's so different because John Cena was a face, Randy Orton was a heel when they had their match before. So this is going to be very interesting now that their roles are reversed, where Orton is the face and Cena being the heel.
We're gonna have to see. For sure.
But overall, I know you didn't get to see most of the matches here, but I really want you to watch that. Would you mind if he watches that Roman versus Punk versus Seth fight?
That's fine.
Yeah, because I think that was the one of the best match of WrestleMania 41 in my opinion. So I'll let you see that because I was wondering, nothing huge happened. Travis Scott did happen, but I'm so happy Cody beat up Travis Scott because for me, as a Houstonian, I look at this might, but I'm just glad to see Cody Rhodes beat up Travis Scott because that's revenge for Astro World, motherfucker.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
You're not wrong about that.
As a Houstonian, man.
Yeah, for real.
But overall, what did you think of this match? Final thoughts on this match?
I thought it was pretty good, even though it was short-lived and it didn't go.
Yeah, the match was a bit shorter than I thought it would be. Yeah.
It didn't go exactly as all of us wanted to, but you know what? It still was a match. At the end of the day, it still was a good match. Either Cody won or he won. It was still going to be a great, and excited to see what in the future what comes up. So
yeah, exactly.
For sure.
All right. So Candace, what are your overall thoughts on WrestleMania 41? This being the first WrestleMania you've ever seen, the biggest event of the year. This is the Super Bowl, the NBA Finals, the World Series of the WWE. What was your experience watching this?
I definitely like it more than the Super Bowl. I don't like
For real.
football. Yeah, I went to Pittsburgh recently, and there's a reason I got a Penguins hoodie and not a Steelers hoodie. But anyway, I think it was a very good start. Obviously, I have nothing to compare it to since this is my first time, but I thought it was pretty good introduction, or at least introduction to WrestleMania. I've seen other matches, obviously. I thought it was pretty good. I wish that Britt Baker was in WWE because I want to see her.
Because I don't think she's wrestling in AEW right now either.
I don't know.
Because either she's taking time off or is she injured. I don't really know much about AEW. So
taking time off because she's a full-on dentist on top of being a wrestler.
I never knew that before you told me.
Yeah, that's like her whole like shtick, but she's an actual dentist.
I see.
So I would like to see her, but obviously since she's not a WWE wrestler, she's not there. But it would be cool to see her there at some point. But overall, I think it was pretty good. I feel it was a good introduction to WrestleMania, being my first one. And like I said, I like it better than the Super Bowl because I think wrestling is more fun than football.
I agree 100%. So I just pissed off a lot of people, but whatever. So does this make you more excited now for the next PLE, which is going to be Backlash on May 10th, which happens to be my aunt's birthday?
Yeah, I'm excited to see what the Backlash is going to be.
Yep.
Because I haven't seen.
That's going to be the first big event with Cena as a champion. So that's there he is, that bastard Dominic. Oh man, yeah, I guarantee you his mustache just smells like fucking horrible Doritos crumbs.
Yeah, he looks like he smells.
His name is Dirty Dominic for a reason. Jesus. All right. So I'll give this back to you. And so overall, I enjoyed WrestleMania 41. I will say it was nice, to see Cena win number 17. Even though, I'll just say, as much as I am angered at the same time as just someone who appreciates good storytelling, I'm loving just the idea of Cena turning heel, and it is fun to see him be a heel after him being a face for so many years. I'm glad Io Sky won that match. She continues to be champion. I'm just really glad. I'm not glad that Seth fucking Rollins, Jesus Christ, you have no idea what the fuck is gonna happen in that. Jesus, I almost said a bit too much, but the less you know about that, more the better. But anyways, I'm satisfied with WrestleMania 41. I felt like maybe because WrestleMania 40 with those huge surprises at the end, when you saw the Undertaker at the end and that whole face off with Rock and Cena, I thought, because that was so cool, I thought maybe my expectations were a bit too high to think something could possibly live up to my first WrestleMania that I saw. But overall, I had a great time with this, and I guess hopefully if the three of us can make it here on May 10th, we will see each other again to discuss Backlash.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. Well, thanks, Candace, for being in the video. Any last words for my viewers?
You can't see me.
Any last words for the viewers, Mo?
Adios.
And I'll give the camera over to you. All right. Thank you guys for watching. See you at Backlash.
Later. Bye-bye.